AITAH I, 29, left my best friend, 28, at the venue after she flirted with my date in front of me? My best friend, 28, we'll call her Ashley, and I have been friends for a while now. She's kind of a problematic person, but as best friends, I'll fight for her, no matter what. We support women's rights and wrongs. Lately, Ashley's problematic behavior has leaked into our friendship, and I am having trouble navigating it. It all started a couple of months ago. I have been single for a while after coming out of a very toxic relationship. She was my biggest supporter and hype woman. We live in a small-ish town, and she knows everybody. So when we would go out, she would introduce me to different guys she knew. She introduced me to this guy, we'll call Brian, and his friend. I thought Brian was super cute, and we had a lot of the same interests, but I was so out of practice, I leaned on my friend to help me. After a while, I started noticing some signs like she was interested. I asked her if she liked him, and she said, "I guess you're right, I do. Thank you for saying that. I would have never noticed if you didn't say anything." Almost in tears, and she hugged. She broke up with her boyfriend that day and started dating Brian that night. I was a little taken back, but for the next couple of months, they were so in love. I've never seen anyone like that before, so I chalked it up to the fact that they were soulmates or whatever. So Ashley is living with ex-boyfriend, still sleeping in the same bed, and dating her new boyfriend. But again, her problems, her life. I'm getting better at meeting people, and she's learning how to chill out, and we get even closer as friends. But one day we're out, and a friend of ours introduces me to this guy, and I find him incredibly boring. When he gets up to go to the bathroom, Ashley asks, "Are you interested in that guy?" And I say, "No way." And she goes, "I think he's so cute." And when he comes back, they flirts for the rest of the night and go home together. The next day, she breaks up with her boyfriend and starts hooking up with this new guy. Again, her problems, her life. I didn't like that guy anyway. Recently, I've been getting a lot of attention from men, and I've had some newfound confidence. I haven't seen Ashley in a week or so because of life things. I mention that I'm talking to a lot of different guys and say how excited I am for this one guy, Robert. I show her a picture of him, and she says, "I saw him out the other night, and I decided to put him on my potential roster." And I replied, "Sorry, but I'm already talking to him." She seemed so upset and said, "Let me just be upset for a second, and I'll get over it." But all of this brings me to last night. We are out watching some live music, and Robert is going to come join us. Our other friend canceled, and she is now the third wheel to our awkward first date hang thing. Robert and I are talking, and I quickly notice this guy is an incredibly rude guy. I guess he's nervous, but his jokes are coming across borderline sexist and racist, and he is taking up most of the conversation. I felt so guilty for inviting this guy, and even worse, for making my friend be the third wheel to this train wreck. Her ex-boyfriend, Brian, is there, and she mentions wanting to invite him to our table. When I tell her that's too messy, she goes over to him to bring him to our table. When Robert gets up to go to the bathroom, I say, "I'm so sorry, he is so annoying." And she says, "I don't think so." And when he comes back, she instantly starts flirting with him. I get up and literally sprint out the door. I know I was supposed to be her ride home, but I couldn't stop my knee-jerk reaction of running away. I've tried to let her be her, but last night made me feel like all of this is just one big competition, and I am just a pawn to her. I know I didn't want these men anyway, but how do I approach this conversation with her, especially after I messed up by abandoning her as her ride? Disclosure: she lives a 10-minute walk from the venue. The venue was a small coffee shop that is open late for live music. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to my channel. There are many great stories for you on my channel. Thank you for watching.